since these fires have broke out, we've had communities such as Drumright that have requested our assistance. We've been able to take them our command trailer for them to use for the fire departments. We also took our one of our mobile generators that they use so they could get one of their water stations up. Now they've got that water station up and they've moved that generator to another water well so they can continue to get the town of Drumright with water. Right now we're also en route with a generator to the Manford area for them to set up a shelter, and we'll be taking them some supplies tomorrow afternoon. We're going to take 100 backpacks and with school supplies in them for the children that have lost everything in the fires, and we're also going to take them some supplies for their shelter areas. Right now we're also waiting on 2 semi-trucks full of Gatorade that we purchased from Walmart that we're going to send out to the 61 rural fire departments that are within our jurisdiction. We've got some cooling stations open within our community centers throughout the jurisdiction, Sapulpa, Tulsa, Coweta, Bristow, Mulgee, Dewar, Holdenville. There's just a number of them open. We actually used our Sapulpa Community Center as an actual shelter on Saturday for 4 people that were displaced by the fire. They've been able to go home now. They were ones that were evacuated or had no electricity, but they're back to the point now where they can go home.
And this hasn't exactly just been for Native citizens. This has been for any Oklahomans that's been in despair.
Right. Of course, we're not going to discriminate against anybody. When we open up our shelters, we're opening them up to anybody that's within our communities, because Creek Nation is within the state of Oklahoma. And we live and work and have relationships with everybody that's within our communities, and that's what Creek Nation's all about, is not just helping our citizens, but helping everybody within the communities.
Now, we mentioned the fires and the devastating toll they took over this weekend, really being tough. Do we know right now, presently, today, Monday, that how the conditions are today?
Conditions are just terrible, especially in the Creek County area. I understand that we need some 15 inches of rain to get us out of the drought, in which they don't foresee that for some time. So fire conditions are going to continue. So this is something that we're going to continue to do, is to help the communities. Today, I don't think there are any active fires. They're still trying to put out hot spots and things in the Creek County area. But that part of our jurisdiction is pretty much burned up. Now we've got to start looking at the other areas that have not burned that we're going to have to respond to.
I think it's important that we all realize tragedy just doesn't see color lines, and because of that, I think it's important that all the resources that we have that we can pull together in the communities that we live in and share in. I think it's important that we be a big part of it. And I know as we have had in the Creek County area numerous houses that's been burned down, and the fire departments that has been a big part of containing those fires. We need to help them as well, and so this is one of the reasons we're going to be delivering Gatorade and water to those fire departments. In addition to that, we're working with Senator Bingman, working with Representative Scott McNeil out of the Sapulpa Bristow area, and we're going to be also providing generators for the people in the Manford area. They have no electricity. So again, we're just pooling our resources to make it to where we can help in the healing process of this tragedy. On Saturday, we just made a decision to have a burn ban as well. With emphasis in terms of sensitivity with our traditional ceremonial grounds that use the fire. We felt like that was such a sensitive issue that we didn't want to just arbitrarily make a decision quickly. I want to address that there may have been some reports about this fire starting in Indian country. We're finding out that in investigations that are being held, that may not be true. I think until that investigation is completed, that's an assumption that we don't really feel like is warranted in terms of a actual true report. What we've done as Muscogee Creek Nation is we've been there to help. And again, as I said earlier, tragedy doesn't see color lines. We're here to help, and any reports of it starting in Indian country is something that we'll make a more of a concrete comment on it at a later point.